Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 28th in the year 2020, and it is a glorious, glorious morning. The sun is shining super bright. There's not a cloud in the sky, and it's not even windy today. My flags on my back deck are not blowing at all. So probably going to be a really nice day to get outside if you can, even just in your backyard or your front yard for a little while. Get outside and get some fresh air and get some sunshine. All right. Today that we are going to be using Polish as our foreign language, and Polish is the language of the country of Poland. So we're moving from kind of that European area. We kind of went through Europe with our foreign languages and then went all the way north to Scandinavia. And so now we're kind of coming back down from the main part of Europe and moving more to the east, okay? And kind of that space between Europe and Russia and Asia, okay? And so Poland is one of the countries that is in that area. And Poland has a really long history with Russia, and they used to be the Soviet Union. There was a lot of fighting going way back, like into the 1800s, 1700s, even further back. So they have kind of a war-filled history to become their own independent country. So you'll see some changes in the language. It gets a little more closely related to kind of German and Russian in those countries right there in that eastern block of Europe. And so right here is the word that they use for hello. And if we pronounced it how it looks, based on how we use the alphabet, we would say witaj or witage. But the way that they pronounce it, if you look right here, they pronounce this word witaj. So to say hello in Polish, you say witaj. All right? And then if you look at their flag, it's super interesting because it is so similar to the flag that we saw yesterday with Greenland. Remember? They had a white stripe on top and a red stripe on bottom. But they had that white and red opposite circle in the middle of theirs. So that's the only thing that separates their flag from this one. There is also a kind of a more official, they're both official, but when they're having big formal events through the country, they will use this version of this flag down here, where the only thing that gets added is the Polish coat of arms. Used to be on their military like shields. I mean, we're talking way back in the medieval times when the armies fought with shields and swords, and this was the coat of arms that was on their shields, and so they include that also on their flag. So let's go back and talk about our observance for today. It is National Superhero Day, and I am sure that you guys have somebody that you can instantly think of as, your favorite superhero. But what I wanted to talk to you today about with our word of the day is a different category of hero. And so our word is heroine, with an E on the end. You have to make sure you spell this word correctly. And a heroine is basically just a female version of a hero. And it could be somebody in real life, just a woman that you admire for her courage or all of her achievements, or, just her wonderful personality, her kindness, bravery, whatever. But it can also be a made-up person. It could be a movie character or a TV character. It could be like a female god from Greek mythology, somebody with superhuman qualities, When I was growing up, there was a TV show called The Bionic Woman. And so you could say that the Bionic Woman was a heroine because of her superhuman qualities and her courage and her kindness. In real life, I could say that my two grandmothers were the heroines of my life because they were so strong and so wonderful and kind and caring, but also smart and funny women. So I want you to think of somebody that you can think of in your life, or even from TV or a book that you've read, that you would consider to be a heroine. And drop that in the comment box for your word of the day sentence. And then we'll move on and we'll talk about our brain teaser for today. And remember, on Tuesdays, we do try-bonds. So I'm giving you 3 words, 3 phrases or words These three have something in common, and I want you to figure out what they have in common, okay? So here's your list today. Swiss cheese, donuts, and bowling balls. I want you to tell me what they have in common. So drop that in the comment box for Dojo Points, your word of the day sentence. I'll double check this today and see if we've got online program work from yesterday. And then remember, if you work in your programs today, I'll check it tomorrow morning for more Dojo Points. Remember too, you guys, that we only have 3.5 weeks of school left. I think, maybe tomorrow I'll start like a day countdown, like we only have 15 days of school or something like that. I'll see if I can figure out what the daily count is, and we may start that tomorrow. So just really quickly, I skipped over something here back on this flag. The white stripe on the Polish flag represents the hope for peace. Remember, I said they've got a very war-filled history. And then red represents their struggles for freedom. So really interesting history, really neat country. And then right here, to say goodbye, a kind of a long phrase to say goodbye, but it's not as hard as it seems. It really is very similar to how it looks. The difference is you have to know that in Polish, the W typically makes more of a V sound. So we would say do widzenia. Do widzenia is how you would say goodbye in Polish. So I will say do widzenia to you guys today. Remember to drop in your word of the day sentence, drop in your answer to the brain teaser. Have a really great day. Enjoy the sunshine, okay? And but also get your work done. All right, and I will see you guys tomorrow.